Alright, greetings and welcome back, gentles and ladiesmen, to an excitingly, optimistically new episode of EXO Plays Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue on N64. We're picking up right where we left off. As you can see, I've loaded up our save file from the controller pack menu. This will also be the very first episode of the Let's Play channel that I've recorded while playing games on my brand spanking new Sony PVM RGB monitor, which it's basically a high quality CRT that has a pass-through on it, so I can play on the CRT and record using the OSSC and the FrameMeister and the Elgato and basically get this high quality digital image that you're staring at right now. And yeah, it's pretty neat, I gotta say, to finally have the optimal setup that I've always dreamed of. Give all of you folks something to shoot for as well. I'm just gonna double check that I have the right FrameMeister or OSSC setting going on here. Oh yeah, I definitely do. I guess I've thought it over a little bit more, and I started getting into this in the last session we did, and I think part 2 or 3. That I was. By the way, we're not gonna be playing that level yet. We're gonna be playing alleys and gullies first. Because as you remember, we did not have the item that we needed to complete this stage in the first go-through that we did, so we're heading on back over. And we've already seen this, so yeah. By the way, my setup has gotten significantly more complicated in terms of how it's a complete mess in this room now. Like the monitor barely fits on my desk. And so there's no room for a flat screen, and the monitor doesn't accept 480p, so yeah. I'm sure that if I was more savvy, like a certain burger man who is a licensed speedrunner of many games, including Spyro 2, Ripto's Reclusion. I'm gonna stick with that joke, Victor, so you better get used to it. I'm gonna keep up with my bad jokes. And you're just gonna have to deal with it, but yeah, I'm sure that Mr. Burgerman, Mr. Obbeef probably knows a pro strat for getting up here easier, or you know, beforehand. Like, I remember there was a way I used to be able to do it when I was younger, but I don't know, it's not really worth it, honestly, because if you fall down, then you're fucked, essentially. So there is a shortcut up here, or not. There's a shortcut over there, and I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna reach it just yet, but yeah, this platforming section here is kind of the centerpiece of alleys and gullies. And as you can see, we cannot access it without the grappling hook, so that's where we, that's what was holding us back before. So I just decided to basically pull fractured hills and come back later. Thankfully, because I can adjust the camera, because I always find it's easiest to go straight in these games, you know what I'm saying? And by the way, that's some lovely lag.
I am Buzz Lightyear.
Do you find the frame rate's a little bit more consistent on PS1, but that kind of goes for every N64 game and every PS1 game. So it's not like, anything especially new. I should be able to get down to that box from here. There we go. By the way, the instrument that they chose for the stage, there's like this one very particular instrument, and I think it replaced like a weird distorted electric guitar instrument in the Red Book soundtrack. It's very strange, but the rest of the song actually turned out pretty well. I have been listening to more of the N64 soundtrack since last I recorded, because the thing is I've kind of got to get this recorded now so I can get it up. Not this Thursday, next Thursday. Thursday the 22nd. Because after that, we're starting Spyro 3, fam, and I don't want anything to be in the way of that, because that's one of my fagoats right there. One of my absolute most favorite games ever made. Now, this platforming section can be a bit treacherous. It's especially annoying if you fall off after getting up high. There's one of our duck friends. And so that's why I just recommend doing the stage when you have the grappling hook, because, the duck is up here. You don't want to waste your time going after the ducks, only to find out that you can't get one of them because you don't have the grappling hook. So, yeah, just, and there are a bunch of coins up here that you're gonna need for ham as well. You could probably get ham. I wouldn't be surprised if you could get ham beforehand, but I don't know, it's not worth the hassle of, you know, going through the full stage only to find out, oh shit, I don't have enough. But this is another, again, I cannot praise this enough. I really do like how this game creates these full-size human environments that are just, you know, a blast to platform through as a toy, which is, it's really well done. Always enjoyed that aspect of this title. Gotta make sure that we dodge those dang old, Alright, now we got electricity sparks.
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Wait for this one to go. So as you can see, we got a... Yeah, that... Like I said, it's treacherous, this platforming section, and now we get to go all the way back up. Which is just swell. Wish that there could have been like another shortcut, you know? I mean, that one box is fine. It's better than nothing. You know, much like Mighty Number 9, it's better than nothing. There's another bad joke for you, Victor. But I don't know. Compared to War Gods, every game sucks. Because War Gods is the greatest game ever made. If you guys didn't know. Everybody go on your Twitter, and tell TGX that War Gods on N64 is, remind him that that game is the best game of all time. And that EPG will not stand for any slander against it. And keep your eyes peeled. There might be an Exo Paradigm Gamer cameo coming your way on the next TGX review, so... Yeah. There we go, got him. I just wanted to make sure I got those coins, so that we can pay for ham when we get to him. So yeah, how about that glitch in the last episode, folks? I swear to God, I've played this game a billion times, and I've never seen that. Maybe if I look back at my old, terrible, you know, Season 0 EPG episode that I did on this game, maybe it happened to me there. Who knows? I hear Slinky. I should not be able to hear Slinky. Okay. Gotta be careful, I don't want to fall down again. I do have to say, if you have not played your N64 games on a CRT recently, check it out. These N64 actually looks really good on a CRT. It's you know, it's one of those things where that's what I would have expected, but until you actually see it in front of you, you know, it's one of those things that's kind of hard to imagine, especially if you're like me and haven't owned one in like 15 years. So, yeah, N64 looks really good. Looks a lot better than PlayStation actually in CRT, which is probably why they made it the way that they did.
Defeat the clown top boss to get a Pizza Planet token.
And much like every other boss in this game, it's basically a... It's basically... God, what do you call it? A war of attrition? There's not really a good way to fight this boss. You just kind of have to keep shooting him and hope that you kill him first. Which is, you know, at least the first boss, that tin robot, and the camera's starting to really annoy the hell out of me, so we'll set it to active for the time being, just so that I can see a little better. Or you can just mash buttons, because that worked for Spider Gunro, so it'll work for this as well. That's the reason we were climbing up, was so that we could fight this boss, and I'm pretty sure Rex or somebody will tell you that, so... Yeah, but N64 looks really good on a CRT. Like, you know, I have a professional grade monitor and all that, so that's obviously that's gonna help. By the way, the frame rate just took a shit. And I suppose we were moving pretty fast, and I'm just glad that the level loaded properly this time, because that was legitimately scary. If you've never been in that situation, it's like being stuck in purgatory, I swear to God. Yeah, it's this great setup. I can't wait to play Spire 3 on this when I record it. I actually did play through the entirety of Midnight Mountain in my practice playthrough on monitor. Spyro looks really good on a monitor too. Like any game that has an anamorphic aspect ratio looks really good on a CRT. Because, you know, of the way that CRTs work, they take 240p, that's like half of the frame, right? Half of a 480p, 480i frame rather. They take half of it. So that means that technically it's more like the lines are 640 by 240. You know what I'm saying? So and that's basically what every N64 game is, because they bilinear filter the entire frame like that. So you get a really smooth looking image, even though it's technically like 320 by it's a 320 by 240 frame that they add a bunch of fake interpolated pixels to get it to 640 by 240, and it looks really good. It looks really smooth. It's because of you know how phosphors work, aperture grills on a CRT. You know, it's like you can't really. It doesn't have the same definition as a digital display, like an LCD, OLED, or flat screen, or plasma, or what have you. It doesn't really look like that. Like when you look at games on a digital display, you can see like the entirety. Because it's digital, you can see like every single pixel looks very distinct and sharp. On a CRT, because of the way that the aperture is shaped, the grill, it has all the phosphors on it. It's like the aspect ratio of the subpixels is different. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It looks really sharp and nice despite looking really smooth. So definitely, I can recommend that. And you don't need to RGB mod your console to get that kind of result. You just need a CRT. Certainly, I would recommend RGB in a professional grade monitor if you can get one, because I imagine it looks nice. And one thing I really like about this monitor is that I can actually turn off the overscan, which makes the visuals look even better in my opinion, because I'm a stickler for my pixel aspect ratios, folks. I like it to look as close to the native resolution as possible. That's how I record everything and all that. So, looks really good. I can recommend one for N64. Certainly, if you already have an RGB modded N64, then go ahead and get one. You will need something to convert from SCART to BINC or BNC. I call it BINC because I'm just used to that. But
that's the ticket.
Way to go, Buzzy boy! Buzz, over here! So John Ratzenberger here has given us another Pizza Planet token. And so yeah, that's nice. That's good and all. Now we can stop collecting coins. By the way, those ducks, they have been separated from their mother. So we are trying to find all 5 of them so we can bring them back to the mom. The last guy should be somewhere in this area of the stage. I mean, Alleys and Gullies is a fun level and all that, just like most of the levels in this game. The level design is really top-notch in Toy Story 2, as weird as that is to say. But, you know, I do find the backtracking element of the stage kind of annoying. It would have been so much better if you could just do it all in one go, and if I didn't have to go back for the grappling hook. I don't see what having to come back to this level really adds. By the way, I recommend when you're trying to climb up there is some kind of weird thing, and it's in every version of the game, where it can be kind of hard to climb that ledge for some reason. I really don't know why. There we go. We got our disc launcher. So, like if it was like a thing where the power-ups were harder to find within stages, and you needed them to get all of the tokens in that stage, that would have been so much better than this. But as is, it always feels kind of forced to have to backtrack this level just for the grappling hook's sake. Just put the grappling hook in the level. You know what I'm saying? Because like you get it right away in elevator hop anyway, so it's not like it's like a special unlockable in that level. It would have been better to just put it here. But I digress. We can swing on this awning, which will then take us over here. And if we press the switch, as you can see, there is a button. You press that and it turns on the fan here. I believe the last duck is up on the awning, so we'll just turn around and head up over here. And the filtered textures look really good in the CRT as well, I must say. Which is, you know, one of those things that you wouldn't know unless you... Like, the bilinear filtering on the N64 textures looks really good on a CRT. Like, I can hardly tell that those watermelons are textured on. Okay, I can tell that really easily, but still, those bricks look really good. The wood, like, seriously, go get a PVM, folks. Go get one. I found mine for 159 bucks, and it was worth every penny. It looks fabulous. And if you can't do that, then, you know, I didn't used to be a believer in CRTs, but I am now, so go check it, go find one, folks. You won't regret it. Alright. Oh man, the frame rate's kind of annoying the hell out of me, actually. There we go. I wasn't expecting to be able to climb that, but yeah. Alright, we found all 5 of them, so we'll head over here. As you can see, we can push this box. We just gotta push it over here by the table, and then we can ride those balloons to the thing. And before we go up there, we are going to kill these enemies because they will get in your way and be really annoying. There you go. So like if you try to climb up there, all the enemies are still there, you'll hit them and then Buzz will go, you know, that little sound effect he does, and then you won't be able to keep going. So make sure you defeat the enemies first. It'll make your life so much better. Alright, so now we have all 5 ducks. We have completed the boss, we have gotten the ham one, and we previously completed the slinky one. So we can go wrap up this level, why don't we? I just realized, once again, even though I swear I did it, I forgot to turn on stupid timer. So I'll just set one for 8 minutes, and if it's too long, then fuck you. Yeah, but still, this level went by pretty quickly. Like this, it always feels longer until you actually, you know, time it out yourself and whatnot. Kind of weird that Glover has a better frame rate than this game. Whatever. Yeah, you need to play that game on the show. Why haven't I done that yet?
Thanks for getting me baby ducklings, bud. Here's a Pizza Planet token.
I ain't no Tony Anselmo. I can't do a duck voice. So we're all done, and I won't even bother to check with Rex because I know for a fact that I'm good, fam. Alright, done this level. And now that we are, we'll go ahead and save with our lovely save data. And because this isn't a Spyro game, I can actually, you know, copy save files and do with that as I will. Technically, you have to kind of go out of your way and save to multiple slots, but still, I can do it. I'll take that over nothing, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so now that we're done with that level, we can't finish that one yet until later. So I guess we're going straight to Al's penthouse, folks. And I do have some Discord messages to check here, but I won't do that while the game is running. The gang is reunited. Woody invites all of the toys to go home with him, but the Prospector has other plans. The Prospector wants to be on display. He never wants to be played with by a child. He foils Woody's plan and prevents him from going. Al packs up the Roundup toys and leaves for the airport. Alright folks, I'll be right back. And just like that, we are back.
You thought you had gotten rid of me, but I'm afraid not. I persuaded that fat bear Moneybags to sell me a few bombs.
Alright, with that out of the way, let's go talk to Bullseye, because he's right at the entrance, so that's probably the easiest one.
Howdy, boys. If you can bring me 5 horseshoes before you run out of time, I will give you a Pizza Planet token.
Now this one's actually kind of challenging, and you do kind of have to know where they are, you know, beforehand. If you want to have any chance of, because the time limit's pretty strict, is what I'm getting at. So, yeah, make sure that you're hauling butt. Like, see, we only have like 30 seconds, I think, to get them all. I think the 5th one's up here, and we just got to get back to bullseye in time. You got 3 seconds. Can we do it?
Well done! You found all my horseshoes! Here's your pizza for a token!
Pretty sure Bullseye never talks in the movies.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command.
I can't even remember if he was in Toy Story 3. I'm pretty sure he was. I don't remember anything he does in that. I guess that's how we got in. As you noticed, Owl's penthouse apartment looks nothing like it does in the film. But, you know, still, this is another pretty good level. It's got some really interesting ideas for platforming, and now we're definitely seeing Woody's Roundup-themed enemies in full swing, starting with the stage. And then we got Buck Bumble over there. Actually, it was Buzz Bumble, right? Or Buck Bumble, I don't know, fuck it. We need the disc launcher to open that, so we might as well go grab it.
Need a hint?
I guess Jessie has her critter. Okay, that was freaky. You guys saw that, right? Like, for just a frame there, the camera was inside Rex's mouth, and it was, thought I saw Bagul. Anyways, let's go kill this snack real quick. There, as you can see, there's a critter up there. And thankfully I did remember to turn off the turn the timer back on, rather, when I came back to sit down and record. I can't get over how good this monitor is. I promise I'll try not to keep talking about it, but still. Go get one, folks. It's worth it. It's worth the cash. Okay, fuck you, Cannon. I was almost done with that platforming section. I'd almost gotten my disc launchers, but then you knocked me down. So I guess we get to, I don't know, maybe I don't need the disc launcher. I could, because those, maybe you can just shoot those locks off normally, but, and I'm pretty sure we need the disc launcher. I'll have to go figure it out. Oh no, we got some of this platforming jank right here. Yeah, I guess we'll find out how the locks work in a moment, but gotta get up there and save the critter first. And it is something I do kind of hate about this game, is that if you screw up on a vertical platforming section, and you go all the way back down. The second level, Andy's Neighborhood, was kind of nicer about that. But not so much this level. Not so much one of the airport levels we're gonna be playing later. You know, if you played that vertical platforming section, you know the one. It's pretty damn difficult to forget. Also, I do have to say the mip mapping looks a lot better on a CRT too. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Hey, look at that. There's a CRT right there. Yeah, I guess you just need a charged laser blast. That'll take care of it. This looks like the bathroom. Probably one of my favorite little platforming sections in the game. It's so creative. Go ahead and stomp this real quick. As you can see, we have filled up the room with a little bit of water, and we have flooded Al's expensive apartment building complex. Okay, listen, it would be nice if I could climb up there. Ugh. I guess I've got to jump up there before the water gets there. There we go. Come on. Like, how many times do I need to press the button, game? Oy vey, where's the switch? Where'd it go? Alright. Ugh. Just realized I left... No, I did turn it back to active. No, I need it on passive to actually move it, that's right. Alright. Alright, third time's the charm. There we go. Now the room is filling up with water, so we can reach up to this platform right here and be on our merry way. We'll end the session, we'll end the part when we get to the end of this platforming section, since, you know. Oh, I guess we're going up there already. So yeah, these cannons, man, these cannons. I swear to God. Looks like we're going over here already. Oh, looks like we're gonna be getting rid of that cannon sooner than I thought. Yeah, take that, you son of a bitch.
There seems to be no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
Are you mocking my skills, Buzz Lightyear? Kind of interesting, because the movie Toy Story 2 has a video game within it where you play as Buzz Lightyear and you're trying to defeat Emperor Zurg. And, you know, like, it's kind of a plot point that Rex is really good at the game, or I don't know, he's trying to beat the game, but he just can't seem to do it. I don't know, it's just kind of weird food for thought as I'm playing the actual Toy Story 2 game right now, and kind of think about that being a thing, you know, regardless. Alright, so that's all the time we got for today, folks, but we've got plenty of level left. So join me in the next episode and we'll continue to explore Al's penthouse. Until then, I'm Exo and I'll see you guys in part 6, and if I'm wrong, don't crucify me.